back with Bobby and JT Radio. We have the great Mr. Anthony Ruiz with SBA.gov, pretty much giving us the full knowledge of what you all do and how you help businesses all over. I know we didn't have time, but I want to circle back. I don't think business owners understand that they can also get some venture capitalists or capitalism from your program.
Yes.
Talk about that. Talk about how they can do it and where they can learn more about it.
Very good. First, where they can learn about it, SBA.gov/S Sierra Bravo India Charlie, SBIC. And this is venture capital. It's patient venture capital. It's governed by the SBA program, and SBA funds independently licensed SBICs. And in Texas, they're located in Austin, Dallas, Houston. We have yet to have an SBIC in San Antonio.
Right.
Invitation. And like venture capital, they're going to take a piece of the company. Most often they expect 51%. But again, you could buy them out, or you can go an IPO and follow the classic.
So you don't have to go to Shark
venture.
Tank, is what you said?
No, you don't have to go to Shark Tank.
Gotcha. What if you have a really great idea? You talk about this innovative grant or innovation grant in the brain room.
We have a grant program. It is truly a grant program. We do allow close to $7 billion a year in tax-free grants. The Small Business Innovation Research Program, SBIR, and STTR. The SBIR is sponsored by many different government agencies. Department of Energy is the biggest, but even the Medical Institute in D.C. is a big one in health-related issues and bioscience. This is where you have an innovative idea. You can present an unsolicited proposal, or you wait each year for the round of invitations for innovative ideas, and where you can get coaching, even cost-free coaching on how to do an application for an SBIR grant is at the Small Business Development Center. Bijou Matthews is their high-tech expert there, and he could walk them through and help them on how to do an application for an SBIR. A STAR program, STTR, is more of a partnership between a company and a university, like UTSA, where they jointly apply for these grants to develop innovative technology.
Well, that's a good segue to introduce Miss Mary Peters, which is here at the University of Texas San Antonio. Beep, beep. Talk about how you are involved with everything that Mr. Ruiz has been talking about. How are you helping these small businesses here in the San Antonio metro area?
Well, we've heard from a lot of great speakers today, and
Definitely.
we like to think of ourselves as kind of a three-legged stool, all here supporting small business.
Sure.
So we have the lending community, we have the federal agency, and the Small Business Development Center is actually a national program. We can be found in any state of the union and our territories that is funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration in part, and the other part comes from the state of Texas through the University of Texas San Antonio.
Sure.
I work for what is called the Southwest Texas Border SBDC, and we are 10 programs or field centers that split up a 79-county area geography to bring the management and technical assistance that small business owners need to make good decisions and find the right resources.
So what do you help business owners with? I mean, if I'm starting a business, what do I need to know?
Well, and I'm married to a small business owner, so
Sorry
I know.
about that.
Usually, they're great at what they do. They've got a skill, they've got a trade, a certification that they've identified they can turn into a money-making opportunity. Mm-hmm. But they might lack the managerial skills,
For sure.
understanding the paperwork, dealing with the various regulatory agencies, and maximizing their profit. So I said management and technical assistance, but I like to think of it more as help with problems and opportunities, because that's what small business owners face.
Is there any success stories that you can share with us?
Well, since JJ was talking about his mariachi interest, I checked back into the office. Our services are absolutely no cost and confidential, but when we have what is called a success story, we've helped that business owner open their doors, get a loan with the assistance of a CDC or the SBA or straight from a commercial lender. we get a permission from them to tell their story. And one of those stories from a few years back is the Mariachi Connection here in San Antonio that supplies the materials and the uniforms that those mariachi groups use.
So, see, that's where I get them. And they're breakaways. So, how do you service such a huge state? I mean, like, let's say I'm a business owner in Laredo. I'm not going to drive up to UTSA.
Right. Because UTSA is the prime contractor to the U.S. Small Business Administration, we then subcontract with other colleges and universities in South Texas. El Paso Community College, Sul Ross State University, and Alpine. The list goes on and on.
Sure.
To have that local presence with individuals, and when we talk about our team of advisors and training specialists, they're people who owned small businesses or worked within disciplines that small business owners need to know about, like banking and accounting and marketing. More recently, about social media.
Yeah, so and it's all over the state. So if they want to figure out where they should go to in these smaller cities, what's the best way to get them there?
Our website for the network is TxSBDC.org, and that has an interactive map that can point the small business owner to one of the 10 field centers and the one that might be closest to them. We also have 4 specialty programs that deal with, as Anthony mentioned, technology commercialization, government contracting, international trade, and rural business.
And if they're in San Antonio, it's SASBDC.org.
Yes.
Cool. That was an incredible show. If you're a business owner, if you miss any of it, you don't have to cry. Go to BobbyandJJRadio.com. Be a fan of our show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Again, go to SBA.org, SASBDC.org. That's our show for this week. See you next week. Bye.